Hello, it's Nick here. I hope you are well. Today is the 25th of May 2018. Almost forgot the year, yeah. Yesterday we went for a walk down Rayleigh Mount. We won't record these every day, but we'll do another one. So I want to take you this time to a park near me, and we're going to talk about general stuff. It's named the King George V Playing Fields. I don't know if it was named after the King or the King was named after the playing fields. One of the two. Must be a bit strange to be named after a playing fields, mustn't it? But there again, wasn't JFK named after an airport? I think he was. Now, it's very, very dark at the moment. Hopefully it doesn't rain. If it does, we might have to abort this, but fingers crossed. So there it is, King George the Park, King George V Playing Fields. So let's go and have a walk in there, see what that's about. Hopefully relax on this chilling walk. King George V, AD 1910 to 1930. Okay, remember that. And here is a map of the park in case you get lost. And very importantly, always recycle your stuff. The weather looks like it's going to hold off. The park seems, well, about half full, so I'm always subconscious about filming. But anyway, sometimes you have to just film and do stuff and just see what happens. Running the YouTube channel on this 1 month trial, been seeming to work 7 days a week, although some people wouldn't call it work, but indeed it is. I'm going to need to have a day off, because if you work 7 days, try and get 3 videos up a day or 2 videos up a day, it's going to have its toll. So I think Friday might end up being my day off, but there'll still be a video going up. That's the plan anyway, because that's the reason behind these walks sometimes, to re-energise yourself, get your energy back, and yeah, otherwise the content will go a little bit flat, and you want to keep it varied, mix it about a bit, not do all the same stuff and not make it look like you're dialing it in. What I'm saying is you've got to try and keep your enthusiasm. I'm glad I didn't film this on Saturday, because this whole place will be filled up with footballers, and it's the World Cup next month, so I suppose they'll all be wanted to get selected on the reserve list for the England team, maybe. I was going to sit down here, but it looks like it's soaking wet because the rain that's just happened. Now, I used to come down the park quite a lot as a kid, and a few things have changed. Most notable, there's this super stunt track, because the park isn't exciting enough for the young kids of today, so they've got to have this concrete monstrosity. But you know, it's good to have. Essentially, kids congregate. Apparently they raise quite a bit of money to try and get this. I'm not really a scooter fan, so I probably fall off and break my neck. I think I need to sit down now. Now, when I was just filming that stunt track there, I aroused the suspicions of the people that own the place, the groundsmen and stuff. And they gave me a lot of helpful information about the park. It's owned by the King George's Trust. Quite a bit of money goes into it as well. It's really well kept. I think they heard me calling it a monstrosity, which it isn't really. It saves the kids from congregating and doing stunts actually in the on the pavement or at the local supermarket and bumping into people. So overall, it's a good thing. So many dog walkers out here today. Who would have thought it in a park could be packed with dog walkers? This video is going to take ages to actually film, because when people are walking their dogs in a park, they're not on leads, and they go sniffing any new person in the park at all. Excellent. So in terms of relieving stress, working through woodland or park is a pretty good thing to do. I think I need to sit down. Oh, there's a bin there as well. So it's really tidy, this place. In the park as well, like any good park that attracts kids, there's rides also, and I have to be a bit careful filming this as a middle-aged man filming a park, because if there's any kids in there, I'm in big trouble. But thankfully at this time of day, it's totally and utterly empty. Now this bench is absolutely wet. I don't know why I've sat down for. It's nincompoop. Now parks have come, well, swings and rides have come a long way since when I was a kid, because when I used to go to the park as a nipper, all the rides there were extremely unsafe. You'd have swings on 2 chains where people were trying to push you right round the bar where you crash your head. There'd also be climbing frames above concrete, so if you fall off those, you crack your head open, and we all know someone that broke their arm or cracked their head open if you're a certain age in a park. Nowadays they have wood chip and there's health and safety stuff, and if someone gets the merest of graze, it's a major lawsuit. So things have come across quite well since then. There used to be this ride in the park, I remember. It was a big, like a long thing that went like that, and you stood on it, and there was 2 wires, a load of us on like a plank essentially, going backward and forward. And older kids would always get on and swing that for all their worth, and us younger people would hold on for dear life or fall off and get badly injured. Those were the days. Parks. Blimey, look, they've even got a zip line thing now. What else they got? They've got this thing, what's that, on 3 wires, that looks quite cool, and above, like, soft chippings, there's a slide. Now this stuff's gone crazy. If I had this stuff back in the day, I would have gone insane. What's that thing? Some kind of climbing frame spaceship slide thing. Excellent, I'll give that 10 out of 10. So this gaming channel might turn into a park reviewing channel, maybe. There's like a picnic area. Yes, I give this 11 out of 10 as a special score. King George V Playing Field, sensational. Which is another unique thing about this park, which has paid groundsmen. There's a budget here, and they also enter some sort of like a flower show. There's some fitness things in the park as well. Not that I'm big into that. When I go to the gym, I find it hard to open the doors because they're so heavy. But there's stuff like this. Interesting. So if you want to work out, you can do that too. I won't do that because I'll be falling asleep by lunchtime. And birds like the place as well. So this is going to conclude our walk in the park. The King George V Playing Fields, as we go into some shadow under the trees. I hope you enjoyed this. The variance, the length of these videos won't always be a set amount. So in my subconscious of filming and not being interrupted, it was interesting that I was having a bit of a go of that stunt track earlier on, and the people that owned it come out and put me right about a few things, which is good in a sort of nice way. That's what all it was about. So maybe I'll get my scooter and skateboard and do some 360s and wicked endos. But in summary, this is a good place. Actually, let's have a look at some of the flowers they're talking about. So I think these have just been planted, so they're gonna come up good. And we leave King George V Playing Fields, and we go back to work. Friday going to be my day off? I don't know. And always remember, recycle your stuff. I'm not sure that airport was named after JFK, you know. Possibly. Anyway, till next time, take great care of yourself and have a very fun. Goodbye.